Once upon a time, in a small town filled with towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, lived a young girl named Emily. She had curly brown hair, bright hazel eyes, and a heart full of dreams. Unfortunately, her life was not as glamorous as the city around her. Emily's mother passed away when she was just a little girl, leaving her in the care of her father, Thomas. Thomas, a kind-hearted man, was devastated by the loss of his wife and struggled to cope with his grief. In his loneliness, he eventually remarried a woman named Victoria. Victoria, however, was not the loving and caring stepmother that Emily had hoped for. She was wicked and cruel, filled with jealousy towards the young girl. Victoria saw Emily as a threat to her newfound wealth and influence, and she devised a plan to get rid of her. One fateful day, Victoria convinced Thomas to expel Emily from their home, claiming that she was nothing but a burden to their family. Heartbroken and betrayed, Emily found herself homeless, wandering the cold and unforgiving streets of the city she once called home. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. With no one to turn to and no place to go, Emily found herself digging through garbage bins, searching for scraps of food to fill her empty stomach. The world seemed to have forgotten about her, and she felt invisible. But Emily had a spark within her that refused to be extinguished. She possessed a gift for seeing beauty in the most unexpected places. As she scavenged through the rubbish, she started noticing discarded items that had the potential to be something more. With determination and resourcefulness, Emily began collecting these discarded treasures. She polished old trinkets, repaired broken furniture, and transformed forgotten items into objects of beauty. Her artistic touch breathed new life into these forgotten pieces. One day, as Emily was showcasing her renovated creations in a small park, a passerby happened to notice her work. This person was none other than a wealthy art collector named Mr. Henderson. Intrigued by Emily's talent and her story, he approached her. Impressed by her creativity, Mr. Henderson offered to buy some of her pieces. Emily, who had never dreamed of such an opportunity, hesitated for a moment before agreeing. The art collector recognized her potential and saw an opportunity to support her talent. Word of Emily's unique creations spread like wildfire. People marveled at her ability to turn trash into treasure. Soon her reputation grew, and her artwork became highly sought after. Galleries began showcasing her pieces, and collectors eagerly bid on her works. As Emily's art career flourished, she started earning substantial sums of money. With her newfound wealth, she bought a small studio apartment and no longer had to worry about where her next meal would come from. She was finally living a life of comfort and security. Meanwhile, Thomas and Victoria's lives took an unexpected turn. Their wealth, acquired through dishonest means, began to crumble. Their business ventures failed, and they made poor financial decisions. Eventually, they found themselves on the same streets that they had once expelled Emily onto. Thomas, now destitute and filled with remorse, found himself walking past a gallery one day. Through the window, he caught sight of a familiar painting. It was one of Emily's masterpieces. The realization hit him like a tidal wave. The daughter he had cast aside had become a renowned artist. Filled with regret and desperate to make amends, Thomas sought out Emily. When they finally reunited, tears flowed freely as years of pain and separation were washed away. Emily, forgiving in nature, embraced her father and welcomed him back into her life. Together, Emily and Thomas used their shared experiences to help others in need. They established a foundation to support homeless individuals and provide them with opportunities for a better life. With their combined wealth and influence, they aim to create a world where no one would ever feel invisible or forgotten. And so, the once homeless girl who ate from garbage bins became a beacon of hope